Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Destiny. I am the owner of Destiny Hope Candles as well as Destiny Hope now Wholesale. I know that I said that I was going to upload, try to upload every Sunday, in which y'all, I have a video. It's just that it was almost done. It was at 99%. It took me like 3 days to even get there. 99%. And guess what it did? It aborted the upload. So then it would, because it was aborting upload like a few times before. But when I clicked it, it would go back to normal. When it went to 99%, it did it again. I clicked it, it would not work. So I deleted it and started over like 3 more times. So now it's actually trying to upload and it's on 18%. So hopefully it should be uploaded around today, maybe tomorrow. I don't know about the day, hopefully. But hopefully I'm trying to get it up by Sunday and whatnot, and then I post this video probably on Wednesday, because I probably may have an upload schedule depending on how many videos I do, maybe like a Wednesday and a Sunday. I don't know. I want to do it around there, but I do know that right about now my Wi-Fi may not let me, do that. But yes, welcome back to my YouTube channel where I make candles. I teach you about making candles, and I'm just going along on my journey of making candles, for you to follow, as well as just living my best life and whatnot. This channel I want to be about, lifestyle vlogs, luxury, and also, our businesses and whatnot. I want to integrate everything, not just have one channel for this, one channel for that. I want everything to be on one channel so you get to know me. And it's like Bougie Barbie and Buy Red Beauty and Local Black Child. Like, I love how they integrate their lifestyle as well as their business content, and it's like, even if it is, a video about this and a video about that, most of the time they can make content dealing with both. And I love the way that they have those video ideas and those lifestyles combined and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do over here. So hopefully, I can make it work and I can continue to invest in this channel. But yes, I am now starting my wholesale journey. I really want to do this because I know that you can do a lot more and you can grow a lot faster and bigger doing wholesale. I still may do candles and whatnot, but I know main thing, I like to do big things. I think candles is kind of small, but it's requiring a lot of testing right now. So yeah, it may be a while before I start those. I don't even know when I will start those, but I do know as of now that I'm going to start wholesale just because I have the jars. So why not, and then especially with the virus going on and whatnot, everybody is using either the same suppliers, their shipping and just prices are out of control. And, a lot of people don't want to wait, at China, or they just don't want to go to China, or they don't know where to get things from China. And I think that I have jars that are specific to me, and I have a vendor that is specific to me. And I have to wait, because it's from China. I have to wait, but you don't have to, I thought it was a fair deal, especially because everybody is using the same jars nowadays. I thought that, I could bring something unique out there for a good price at that. So my jars, I do have samples, and right here is one of the samples that I'm going to be using. So I'm going to package it for right now because I have a lot of bubble wrap and stuff like that. So I'm going to put it in one of my boxes over there. It's a 6 all-around inch box. Those are the ones I got from Walmart. I found the decently priced boxes. Those are for my candle business actually. But if someone buys samples before they buy a big old case, then they can do that. So I still have some of these for my lip gloss journey from like 2 years ago. And I have some eco-friendly bubble wrap that I got for my candle journey like a year ago. And then this is, of course, my jars that you see everywhere on my channel and on my Instagram at Destiny Hope Candles and whatnot. You will be able to see my jars and just me testing and stuff like that, all over my platform. So this is my jar, and this is why I put these jars like look how smooth. It's matte black, and this is why I chose these jars. I love the bottom. I do not like straight down jars. I may offer them in the future, because it ain't about what I like, it's about what you like. So I'm gonna offer different stuff, but as of now I'm gonna be offering the jars that I'm using and whatnot. So they have a curved bottom, as you can see. As of now, they are 10 ounces. We only offer one size, so it'll be 10 ounces. And this has a, from me using it myself, the supplier said it was something different, but that was just too much wax. I thought it was 8 ounces. I tried it out. Thank God I did. And it's 7. So it holds 7 ounces of wax comfortably. And it is a single wick vessel. I'm sure if it works for you, you can double wick it if you want. I'm scared to double wick it because this is kind of a small jar. So yeah, so I'm sure this is more of a single wick vessel. You could probably double wick it if it was safe for you. You know, that's up for you to decide, not me, because I single wick it as of now. And then they come with cork lids. You can see that they're pretty thick, and as you can see, like this line right here, that's how deep it goes inside. So it does fit 7 ounces comfortably, depending on what type of wax you use. You know, like some waxes, when it starts to harden up, either it can pull away from the jar or it can expand, you know. So be careful if your wax is the type of wax that expands, because you can, if you push it down like a little, you know, too much, some of the lids can go in a bit deeper than others, and some of them, you know, stand out a bit more. So you may get an indent in your wax, but I'm sure that's fine. And also you can account for that and whatnot with the wax that you have. Maybe go around 6 ounces, 6.5 or whatever, you know, they're just depending on that. But yes, so we do offer samples as of right now. How I'm going to do it is that I bought a set of 100 jars, right? So I bought 100 of them, and I know with the wax that I have, I can make 31 candles. So I have already made 5 of those candles as testers, you know. So now, you know, 5 minus 31, I believe that's 26. So as of now, I can officially make 26 candles out of that wax that I could, you know, use to sell. So what I'm going to do is I use 10 jars in total, you know, so this go about 100 first. 100 jars that I bought, minus 10 for testing, minus, I want to sell, like, you know, like have 50 for myself and with 50 for my candle business and 50 for the wholesale. But the thing is, and why it was so hard for me to start it off, because the boxes are expensive, because these are some big old boxes that I need. So I was able, thank God, to repurpose a box, and it fit 48. It could fit a total of 50, but it fit a total of 48. So instead of it being 300, this one will be 28, because I'm charging $6 per jar, and you get the jar and the lid for that same price. But you do have to account for your shipping and tax. So depending on where you live at, you know, you may have to decide around that. But even, you know, worst case scenario, like I've already done the testing for that. Even if you live somewhere like far and it was $100 shipping, and I'm using the cheapest shipping that I can as well, you know, for y'all's sake, because these are some big old boxes and big old shipments. But even if it was $100 something, you know, like it still will be around like $8.23, you know. So, and you may, oh, like, that's a lot. You got to realize you get both of these. So divide that in half. This is around like $4.16. And it's $4.16. However you want to do the math on that, you get both of these for that same price and whatnot, which I think is a very good price for how the virus has done things lately. And for me to be a new supplier, and then you to get both of these, because matte black and cork lids, these are expensive. That's why I'm glad I was able to find my supplier in the first place, because everybody else was trying to try me arm in the leg. Just the fact that I chose matte black and I chose cork lids. So, but, you know, y'all ain't got to worry about that. But as I was saying, you know, 100 minus 10 minus 40 that I can fit in here. So that is 2 left, and then whatever I have left out of the other previous 50, and I believe is 42. So I would have 42 total jars left that I could use for my regular candle business. So and like I said, I can, so there's a decision to make. I can do the 48 case, which I'm already doing, and then I can use the 42 for my business. And y'all remember, the 31 minus 5 is 26. So 42 minus 26 is 16. So basically what I can do is, with that 42 left that I have out of the ones that I said I want to use for my own business, like half of that 50 is 42. Since I can make 26 candles that I can sell, you know, due to the amount of wax that I have, I can subtract the 42 and the 26 and have 16 left. So what I can do is I can make a case of 10 to sell for $60, you know, because I said they're $6 a piece. So I can have a 10 case for $60 and then have 6 stragglers as samples, you know, because some people may want to buy a sample before they buy a big old case. The case of 10 is pretty small. So I was thinking about doing it that way, in which I still may. But currently I do have one case right now of, it's like a test run, but it's a case. I have one case right now that I packed up a few days ago, of 48 jars right now. It's a top and a, so it's 2 tiers in one box, and it has 48 of these jars in there with their lids and whatnot, packaged safe and sound. But I have one case of 48 at the moment. That will be 288 plus shipping and tax. So as of now, it'll be that. But in the future, I want to carry cases of 25 and maybe 50. So I'm still bouncing around on that idea, but I think it will be easier for me, and probably cheaper for me as well as the customer, to do it in cases of 25. So if they order, multiple cases, then like I may have boxes that can carry, pack 50 boxes in there, so you get one shipment. Or, if I got those boxes on hand, I could just give you 2 shipments of 25, so you don't have to pay that much in shipping and whatnot. So I thought that was pretty smart and whatnot, and kind of an advantage if I just did like cases of 25. But yeah, so in the future, and like as of now, I have samples, and samples will be limited, 1 per person, so ain't much to really explain on that. Samples will be limited, 1 per person. And the samples are going to be $7 because I'm splitting them from the bunch. So if I'm splitting them from the bunch, I can't sell the whole case. So samples are going to be $7. And to add to that, I was thinking that if I'm not going to do my candles yet, what I can do is just use that whole 42 and make another case like that 48 and sell that one. So I can make a case of 25, possibly 10, and the rest that's left over can be samples. So I don't know if that's doing too much, but I think it will be smarter for me to keep them there for me to use for my candle use. But I know it'll probably be a while before I even get the other candle business off the ground, because I still haven't tested my last 3 cents, because I'm doing it to where, even though it's paraffin wax, it seems like it does take better when it sits a bit longer. So I'm trying to let it cure. I think I remember that word. Okay, man. But I'm trying to let it cure for at least 2 to 3 weeks, and I think it's only been 1 so far, so I can't even do anything about that yet. And then, just in case the scents are pretty weak and whatnot, and I don't have the money to invest in like different scents and whatnot. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that right now, but it will probably take me a while to get that one off the ground. So I was wondering, so I just go ahead and sell all 90 jars that I can, and leave the other 10 because that's the ones that I'm using as testers and whatnot. Like, I've already used those, and I was gonna repurpose them because I did that with one of my jars, but I don't think I can because I have labels on them, and these labels are pretty hard to get off. So yeah, after they set for a while, they start like, if I try to get it off, it's just, most of it just gonna stick to the jar. So I can't repurpose the other 10 that I have, but I do still have 90. So I'm thinking about selling all 90. But I don't know, y'all let me know which one would be smarter. It probably would be more ideal to save that 26 just in case, say that 26 for myself, and then just sell the case of 48, a case of 10, and have the 6 as samples on the side and whatnot. So I think that'll be smarter. But yeah, this is just a quick video to introduce y'all to my candle jar wholesale. I want to be a supplier, and I also, when I grow, I want to bring in things like, thermometers, aluminum pouring pitchers, scales, and stuff like that. I want to have that type of stuff too, the smaller stuff. But as of now, I know people really need these, especially, and I thought it was like very smart to go ahead and hop on that now, because suppliers, like, being in this business so far, I have learned that suppliers like this with unique things for a decent price in the US is far to none. So why not go ahead and be that for people, especially because we only have so many options in the US as it is. They're pretty expensive, and usually the main ones that we have in the US are luxury lines. So those jars are literally, I'm not even lying, those jars are like $8 to $10, maybe $12. Actually, maybe 8. Most of those jars are around like $8 to $12 because most of them are luxury. and you know it's in the US, so of course it's gonna be more expensive. Plus sometimes you have to pay still for shipping. Now with like Wood and Wick Co, you don't have to pay for shipping because it's already a big thing. I'm sure it's already counted in there, but don't even get me started on that stuff. Like that stuff, if you don't buy a bulk amount, I already did numbers for this. If you do not buy a bulk amount, the jars by itself is no less than like $8. So if you get like a case of maybe 16 or 25, whatever it may be, these are $8. These are $8. Now, because remember, they're not included. This is a separate thing. Like I said, if you get a case of 16 or 25, these are $8. That is $16. And I was going to pay that at some point, but thank God I didn't. Because I was like, because basically, with that being the fact, with all that stuff added in, it would have took me at least $18, maybe $20 to make a candle. And I would have had to make a luxury because that, one, is luxury stuff. Two, it's expensive. Especially if you're starting out small. It will make sense in the end, but right as of now, that's expensive. So thank God I didn't have to go that route. But doing those numbers, it was legit around like $18. So I would have had, in order for me to make a profit, I would have to sell those candles for $36. And which I did market research on that. And a lot of people I seen using those jars. Because everybody uses the same jars nowadays. And you know how much they sell theirs for? $36. They're selling for that much. They have beautiful marketing, beautiful photos. But that's what it is. $36. So I'm like, do I really? And then thank God, because like, it was around the time, like I told y'all in my story time like a little while ago. Like I think when I first got back on my channel, that's the story time I said, like, thank God, because it's like around the time that the night before I was getting my money to pay for all my stuff, something hit me and was like, do I really want to have a candle that costs $30, almost $40 for me to even make a profit? Like, yeah, it's luxury, but luxury is so niche. So thank God I backed away from that and I did not do that, because a lot of people are using those jars nowadays. Like every time you look on someone's page, they either use those jars or they use the jars from Candle Science or another place. But you know what jars they're using, because we only got like literally like 3 main suppliers, if 3. And those jars are expensive. And then the ones that aren't as expensive, like the ones Memory Box Candle Co uses, like they're decently priced, right? Decently priced. They don't look too bad either. They're not my style, but you remember, I was getting desperate at some point because I could not find the jars that I wanted for nothing. Because I wanted a specific look. Ain't nobody have them. Every time I kept looking it up, it was always like, oh, I was a Chinese vendor. So I said, you know what, let me just try it again. And it took me almost 3 months to find my vendor. When I tell you. So yeah, supplies like California Candle Science, they're decently priced, but they're out of stock a lot. They're always on back order. And she's one of those people to where they have a relationship, like even with her wax, because the wax that I wanted to try that she had that she buys from them, that wax is so sold out, and I'm sure it's probably because of her. Like those jars, I'm sure they're because of her and other people who use those jars and use that wax. So it wouldn't have been a reliable source, because it's like, I'm not her with those big numbers with a relationship to where, especially I don't live near there either, to where she can go there. Like I remember one video, she said she bought like a 40 case, meaning like around like 40 slabs of wax, and went to go pick it up. Like, we don't have relationships like that, and also we don't need that much either. So it's like that wouldn't have been a reliable source for me. So yeah, like even a reasonable price when stuff like that is just like either everybody has it, it's expensive, it's luxury, or it's inexpensive, but like I said, everybody has it. So I think my price is good, and pretty in between. Actually, I think it's a pretty decent price. The only thing is, you do have to pay for shipping and tax, but if you live closer to me, it shouldn't be much of a problem. And then since I am trying to save you as much on shipping as I possibly can, so I use USPS. And like if I have to USPS, I will. But for the most part, I would just be using UPS, because that is what I find like it's $4 cheaper. Like I do testers, I use Shippo, right? So when I look on there, I can see what is a ship from New York, California, and stuff like that. So one of the most expensive places I've seen was Hawaii. So another place like there was North Carolina, and then there was California. So the one from the ship to California with USPS is like $100, $109, maybe $111. But using UPS, it's like 40, 46. So I'm trying to save out on some shipping. I ain't trying to run nobody away. So if you live further up there, I tried the best that I can. So, and honestly, and if anything, you live up there to where you can go pick up, you know, stuff like that. I, as well as other people who live in these smaller towns and these other areas that don't have those big suppliers, they have to come to, you know, other people and stuff like that. We can't drive up there, or we have to pay expensive shipping too, just to get, you know, products from them, because one, we got to pay expensive shipping, and also we got to pay for an expensive product. But yeah, so I would be happy to be one of you guys' suppliers. And of course, we will have different sizes, we will have different types of jars, and we will have different lid options as well in the future. But as of now, we will be starting off with this. And what I'll probably do first is just go up in sizes of these, and maybe introduce different lid options, and then go to like white and other colors and whatnot too. So yeah, I'll look into that. But as of now, you know, we have 10-ounce matte black jars with a curved bottom and cork lids that, you know, are single wicked or double wicked if you would prefer that, if you can make it work. So I'll be happy to be your supplier. And how it will work is that, since I'm small and whatnot, and I do want to use Shopify in the future, but Wix is easier for me to use because I'm not a programmer, and Shopify is one of the best sites that I've seen. I used to be like, oh, people always talk about Shopify. When I look, I'm like, Shopify is actually the better website. It's just that you legit have to code to know how to make it work, or pay somebody to do it for you, or use the either the free themes or buy a theme. But then it's like you can't really do much with it, because even for you to use a custom font or a different font, you gotta know how to code. So I do want to use that at some point, but I can't make it myself, especially not within those 7-day trial. Even with the YouTube videos, it's just not working. So I'm gonna pay somebody to do that. So for right now, I'm using Wix, but how I'm gonna do it is, it's not going to be like ordinary, you know, you just put it in the cart. At some point, when I use Shopify, you will be able to put it in the cart. You will, you know, see how many is there and be able to put it in the cart, do your shipping and stuff like that, you know, and no in-betweens. But as of now, it's going to be a little different. I thought it was like out the ordinary, but I've actually seen some sites that actually do that. So I'm hoping that it works out. But on my site, I'm going to use Wix, and how it's going to be is, you're going to basically like do an order form. So it's basically going to, you're going to fill out your full name. Well, not your middle name, but your first and last name, because I gotta know who I'm sending it to and who I'm talking to. So your first and last name, your full address. Of course, I have to send it to the right address and make sure it's correct, because you are responsible for paying shipping fees. If it comes back to me, you don't want to be out of, you know, more money to get it shipped back to you. So your full address, as well as, you know, your company name and whatnot. You know, we just want to know who we're working with. And then I think there's some more information up there. And the last thing will be a checkbox to say that you agree with our store policies. So we're going to have it on our website, of course. And then we're also, how we're going to do it is, you're going to send that order form through if you would like to purchase. And also on the site, you will be able to see like how many we have available. So you will be able to see that we have the option for samples, a case of 25. The case of 48 will just be a one-time thing, because I just had a box that only fit 48. So that'll just be a one-time thing, because I will have boxes later that will fit, you know, I need it fit. And at the bottom of that 48, it has 50 and whatnot. And of course, those are grayed out because I don't have that yet, but that's just letting you know what I possibly will have in the future. Because I'm still deciding on whether I want to do 25 or 50 or both or whatever. So I'm still trying to decide that. But as of right now, you can select sample, and you can select the case of 48. As of right now, we have 6 samples, and we only have 1 case of 48. So first come, first serve with a lot of this, because of the order form system that we have. And even like when you send it in, the email will be saying, thank you for inquiring about us. It'll tell you some of the information. It will also tell you, due to this ordering system, as well as, you know, the high volume of orders that we may be getting in, you know, we may not get back to you in general or in time, because it's first come, first serve. So if there's 10 people above you, but we only have 5 cases, 5 people probably won't get responded to. But you will get responded to if that person does not pay. So how it will work is you will send in your order form, and we will send you all the information. You will get an email back getting all the information and whatnot that we're going to give you at that moment. We will send you an invoice through PayPal. How that's going to work is it's going to have the item up there so you can see the price of the item, what I'm charging you for, and you will also be able to see the shipping that you're paying and the tax as well. And all of that will need to be paid through that invoice. So that invoice is going to be sent to that same email. So use the email that you want to use for that. That will be sent to the same email that you put inside of the order form box. So if you're chosen and we have enough cases, for you to purchase and you came at the right time, you will get an invoice through your email for you to pay through PayPal. And you will also have to pay that invoice that day because we have people lined up. This is a high value business, so we have people lined up in the background. So we need you to, we can't waste other people's time, we can't waste ours either. So if you can purchase it, do your order form. If you can't, wait until you can, even though you may be in the back of the line, but at some point you will be able to get there. Just make sure you have your funds ready. So you will need to pay that day. So you have a few hours, maybe 24, I'm not sure yet, but you have around that day or maybe the end of the night. I think not 24 hours. You will have to the end of the night or a few hours around the time. I'm still going to decide on that, but we'll let you know when we get there to pay the invoice. If you don't, we will say we're sorry and we will move on to the next person and we will do it from there. And after the invoice is paid, because basically the store policies will be on the order form and the store policies will be on the invoice as well. So after you sent us an order form and after you have paid your invoice, you have obviously read and agreed to our store policy, so you are now following by our rules. So please be sure to read those, and if you agree with them, you can shop with us. If you don't, you can find another supplier. But after the invoice is paid, you will get a thank you email, of course, with all the other information about when we ship, how we will ship, our order and process, and we will give your order a few days to process because it is a big, hefty, expensive order. So we will give your order a few days to process, and then we will ship it up and send it out. And our processing time is 1 to 4 weeks because it's a big business. As of right now, of course, it is smaller, so you don't have to wait that long. You shouldn't have to wait that long. But if you do, be patient. And since this is like wholesaling and big orders and whatnot, you cannot cancel. You cannot ask for a refund or an exchange or anything like that. The only time you will be able to cancel is if we go past our processing time of 1 to 4 weeks. So if you want to be patient with us, that would be appreciated, but only after that 4-week point of our processing time will you be able to cancel your order. Like I said, there are no refunds or exchanges as well, and the only exceptions for those is if anything in your package arrives damaged, or if we got your order wrong, anything like that. So what happened is, if we have enough stock, like say if God forbid, but say if we sent you a 25 case and one broke, you will have to send us video proof of that within 24 hours of you signing and getting that package. You will have to email us through Destiny Hope Wholesale and possibly Destiny Hope Wholesale Inquiries at gmail.com with video evidence of whatever is broken, and we will get back to you within that 24 hours. Please give us video footage, and if we have enough stock, we will send you out another one to replace it for free. Or if we don't have enough stock, or we're not able to send you anything at that moment, we will just refund you for the product itself. So the jar, like I said, are $6 a piece. You will not be refunded for shipping, and you will not be refunded for tax on shipping as well. You just be refunded the $6 per jar basically. So say like I said, it's one jar that was broke, you will only get back the $6 because I can't, shipping isn't deducted. Shipping was already paid. So, and taxes are taxes, so you can't get anything back from that. So you would just get the $6 plus whatever it is that we charged you on for tax on that $6. You won't get the tax on shipping, and you won't get the shipping back as well. And if you miss the 24-hour window for exchanges or just mainly returns, if you miss 24-hour window, then we can no longer ensure that it was due to our packaging or the carrier's fault or your fault at that point. So please try to get back to us within a timely manner. And if you don't, you will no longer be eligible for any type of or refunds or anything of that nature. And anything else that I did not cover that you may not understand, please, comment down below. Go to my Instagram. You can DM me. You can comment up under my post there, or you can email us at Destiny Hope Wholesale and possibly Destiny Hope Wholesale Increase at some later point as well, at Gmail, of course. But so I'm just happy to be here, and I'm happy to be your new supplier for these 10-ounce matte black cork lid jars, curved bottom as well. So I would be happy to be your new supplier. And like I said, hopefully you enjoy the video. My name is Destiny. Please return. Please like, comment, subscribe, follow my Instagram and my other platforms. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah.